What's going on, everyone? Today's April 24th. It is your Wednesday midweek review. I hope you are doing well both inside and outside the markets. Going to keep it short and sweet today. With regards to news for the rest of the week, tomorrow at 8:30 a.m., you have advanced GDP quarterly being released on top of unemployment claims. And at 10 a.m., you also have pending home sales month over month at 10. And then Friday, closing the week at 8:30, you have core PCE price index month over month. And then finishing the week at 10 a.m., you have a consumer sentiment as well. So we do have some rate filler news coming up both Thursday and Friday to end the week. Trade responsibly. And that's about it for news. I'll go ahead and jump into the DXY. Keeping it really short and sweet here with regards to the DXY. Can you see the screen, Henry?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so with regards to the DXY, we noted on the Sunday call that we had this weekly BISI now created. You can see that we have tapped into it and we are now actually pulling outside of it. I'm curious to see if now we can start to see some lower time frame displacement on a 1 hour or 4 hour and even potentially a daily higher into the buy side target that we have been watching. On a daily, same thing, right? We talked about how we had these two BISIs. First focus is how we interact with the first BISI here. You can see on Tuesday, we came into it. Note the candle body closure respecting the consequent encroachment. And then today, notice how Wednesday took out Tuesday's low. And notice how the candle body closure is still above it. Now, we did not get any candle body closure outside of it, so I am watching that. And there is a little tiny SIBI that was created, but I am not putting too much precedent on it right now. I'm curious if tomorrow when we retrace lower, we might test this consequent encroachment again. But I'd like to see tomorrow give us closure outside of this BISI. If we can get closure outside of this BISI and more so back above this SIBI, I'd start to see a run higher on the buy side at 107,400. Really what I'm looking for right now. Although we do not necessarily have closure so far outside this BISI, I could see potentially price want to take one more stab at the lows or at least test it. Although we did take Tuesday's low so far, so I am curious to see if this low holds. Tomorrow will really be the telltale sign. I would be watching it on lower time frames to see if we do retrace lower. I'd note where and what we do in and around the consequent encroachment of it. But I'd like to see if tomorrow we can at least close back above the BISI and even back above the SIBI in here that we created on Tuesday. Other than that, that's really it for me. Still buy side, nothing's changed. Just watching and waiting to see what the daily candle closure can do. That's it for me.
All right, good stuff. We'll hop into indices real quick. Keep it pretty short and sweet as well. So with expecting a higher dollar, the likelihood is that we can continue drawing a bit lower on the indices. Just starting with ES on the monthly chart here, we've already fully redelivered sell side delivery through this buy side imbalance right here in the form of fair value gap. So we've dropped down there. You do have another imbalance resting below here, so if we really start to dig deep, that's what you could reach for here on the monthly chart. But as of the moment, just looking for price to trade back down toward the current monthly low. So if we look at a weekly here, you can see we do have 1 day and 23 hours left, so we still have Thursdays and Fridays trading. At the moment, we are creating a new imbalance here, so as long as Thursday and Friday don't reach up into this candle's low, we would have a new SIBI right here. That's a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. And that's good because it's showing that institutional order flow and displacement to the downside. So that supports the idea of continuing to trade lower down toward sell side liquidity here. Okay, dropping down to a daily, you can see that after purging the lows down here and reaching to the low end of the monthly BISI, we did have a retracement, which makes sense after running out the sell side. We returned all the way up into this daily imbalance right here. You can see throughout all of this price action, there's no SIBI existing in here. So we cut our way right up through that as this has all been balanced already. And then right here, we do have an imbalance, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. We traded into it right there above that Tuesday high, which makes up the low end of the SIBI right here, reached into that, and that's where we traded lower from today. So we're still looking for lower prices down here, and I just want to see if going into Thursday, we make an effort to work down toward Tuesday and Monday's lows. Okay, Remember, we just have to trade in that direction in order to have a profitable trading opportunity. It doesn't need to trade all the way to those lows, but just enough to form a trade idea. Okay. That covers ES. Let's get into NASDAQ. Same idea for the most part. We've traded down into the monthly BISI already. You can continue working lower down into this discount wick if we are to trade through the current monthly low. But as for now, just want to see price work in the direction of the current monthly candle low. Dropping to the weekly, you can see here we've traded back up into this wick, right about the midpoint of it. Yep, actually pretty dead on with the midpoint there. Just about 2 ticks off, so nice precision there, and utilizing that as a premium array to continue trading lower. We are seeing a new SIBI get created as well, which is good, showing that institutional order flow to the downside, supporting continued sell side delivery down toward this low right here. And then if I drop to the daily chart, you can see how just like on ES, we referred back to a premium array being this SIBI right there, separation between this candle's low and this candle's high. We traded all the way to the high end, just about 3 handles or so past the high end, and that's where we made the high today. And now we're working our way back down toward Tuesday and Monday's lows, and then ultimately this swing low down here from Friday. Okay, so just keeping our eyes on lower prices as we are expecting higher prices in the dollar and want to see that inverse relationship play out. So tomorrow I will be looking for opportunities where we can see price trade up into some premium array and then work down toward these lows. That covers it for me. Carson, any thoughts on indices here?
Nope, I'm all good. Biggest takeaway is notice how we're starting to get that inverse correlation with regards to the dollar and the indices. First time all year, it's starting to get a little bit more clear and clear. So,
Yep.
patience. Starting to get in those conditions where trading gets a little bit easier, and you're starting to identify, the idea of where higher time frame order flow can go. It's just being patient, waiting for that weekly to show you what it wants to do, not trying to get too jumpy on the saddle early in the week, letting it do what it needs to do, and then from there, just executing your model on the day in which you need to. Other than that, I'm all good.
All right, good stuff. We'll close it up there then. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning for morning chart and chat. Be safe, be responsible as always, and take care.
Peace.